So that's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They should be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Forced out to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
26. Check 30. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan the takedown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Legs still
like a giant pinball.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he works free. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
319.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight, D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Look again.
On first down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
It's fourth down.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time.
The evidence was right there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. 3 interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on first down. Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but they turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Mayfield off the play fake. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Mayfield completes it to Higgins. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, You've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Packers' 4-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Browns get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
At the 37-yard line.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And this one too low.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Room to run past midfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still need a little bit more. 4th down. And some room to work. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. JoJo Natson now on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
JoJo Natson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. This pass complete to Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way out. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The second half carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He rifles one that's intercepted. B.J. Gibson with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way off. Offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
The score, Packers 27, Browns 14.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
And that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Room here to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check 93's the mic. 93.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Let's get it. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Ready, go.
They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Mayfield finding Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Down, Packers. Aaron Jones, 77 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
The Packers will set up.
You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Packers 33.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be interesting.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Here we go.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, tight down. There you go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball is...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to win from those and in a hurry.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the win.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Kings! Hurry, what's up?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Come on!
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Mayfield on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Hey, alert 33.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Parkey adds the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting